Welcome back, fellow AeroScout mechanics, and I have managed to get my plane almost totally back together from that big horrendous crash I had. I say almost totally fell back together. You'll see what I did here. I've got the body all put back in good shape. I've got a new reinforcement panel on the bottom. We'll talk about this a little bit. I'll try not to be too long-winded. I hate long-winded videos. Cover fits pretty well. I think this overall area is kind of truncated a bit, so it still doesn't fit quite right. But I mean, it latches in place, and I think we'll be in good shape. What I wound up doing is replacing the entire plywood that was busted up with a new piece of plywood. I just got some 1/16 inch plywood, or 2mm, I believe it is. And after a bunch of experimentation, I managed to get a shape and get the servos in right. I will put some pictures in here about the dimensions I came up with when I was working on this. Basically, the process I use, I started with some cardboard pieces and just tried to fit them in there and figure out how wide it is. And then from there, I was able to reconstruct this whole support mechanism. I've got this support here and bolted back in here. I have got some dimensions written in here. I will post some pictures after this video that spell those out more clearly. The servo holes, basically I guessed at those based on where these control rods were after everything lined up. And it took me a couple of whacks at it, but I finally got the right shape and everything fit. Hot glued those in place. I worked on reconstructing the foam first, except for this last nose piece. This whole nose section was able to flop out, so I was able to slide the plywood in and then brought that up. After securing the body, then I hot glued the plywood in place. This front wheel structure helped me keep this in alignment once I got that in place. Really rebuilding the whole. This panel covers the hole that was created here, but it also gives us a full, if this thing takes another hit in the front, the theory here is this plastic dives into the wood pushes down the whole body, helps keep it up. And so yeah, we're pretty much back in shape. The way, as I say, I'm almost done is, after I got this in place, I realized there's no gap for the battery strap. So I'll have to cut the battery strap, put that, cut the slots for the battery strap and sneak that in there. But other than that, I think we're in pretty good shape. For those that are curious, here's what the front wheel assembly looks like. It's been removed from the plane. There's our little lever to turn the wheel.